together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will start with counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Roethlisberger will hand to counter. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Roethlisberger. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide. To dial it up.
Roethlisberger now already at 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10.
6-man. Check girls, check focus.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in and picks up the 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Three and a half to go, 1st quarter. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the hole ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Roethlisberger now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Connor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Now it's Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went